Hi, today's quick riff lesson is on Do I Want to Know by the Arctic Monkeys. It's quite a simple song, mainly consists of these two riffs, like I suppose a verse riff, which is what I just played, and then a chorus riff. And there's some slight variations, but not much. So today I'm just looking at because it's a quick riff lesson, I'm just looking at the main two riffs. So the first one, which is like the intro and the verses, we start off, we're in the key of G minor, but not necessarily playing in a standard G minor kind of position. But we start off first fret on the E string, which is an F note, and you play that note and hammer on to third fret like this. And then play with your first finger again, the first fret on the next string, on the A string. And then play this note, this G, third fret on the E string again. So that was. And the next phrase starts with those first three notes again, the hammer on and then the one underneath here. And then we come across to the fourth string, first fret, pick that note and hammer on to a 3 on the fourth string and then play the 1 again. So from the beginning that's. And then the next phrase, third finger, goes to this C note, which is third fret on the fifth string. You pick that, slide up to fifth fret, and then pick the third fret note again, but using your first finger this time. Then we come back to first position down here, play first fret on the fifth string, hammer on to third fret, play the fourth string open, and then play the third fret on the fifth string again. You might notice there that when I played the fourth string open, I lifted this one out of the way. It doesn't need to come out of the way to play that next note, but it makes the sound cleaner, and it stops this finger potentially touching that string and muting it. And it helps with the rhythm as well, so I recommend doing that, taking that off like this, rather than going. So take it off. And then the last phrase of this main riff starts on the first fret of the fifth string. You pick that note, you hammer on to the third fret, and without picking again, slide to fifth fret, like this. And now in this position, we play the 3 with that finger, very quickly hammer on to a 5. And then play a 3 on the 6th string, the G note. So I'll just put all that together slowly. Now that's the main riff. Now if you think of this last part as an ending, think of that as the ending. Now the first 5 times in the song that they play the riff, they play that ending. And then the number 6 time, they repeat the riff, but instead of this ending, the ending is just a 5 on the 5th string, just that one note. And that leads into the chorus. So just to illustrate that, I'm just going to play the 5th time of the riff with the normal ending, and then the 6th time with the new ending. So that'd be. Okay, so that's the verse riff. Now the chorus riff comes straight out of that verse riff, where we ended on that 5 on the 5th string, which is a D. That note's ringing. You need to keep the same finger on the string, move up to a 10, pick that note, same finger, move down to a 6 and pick that note. So you've got this one ringing. And it's important to use the same finger because you get this kind of sliding effect which they get on the record. So that's 10, 6, same string, still 5th string, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3. So those 3 fingers are probably best. And then same string still, 1 to 3. So what we've got so far is. And this next phrase is probably the least obvious one of the whole lot in terms of which fingers to use and how to play it. What we've got to do is play the 1st fret on the 5th string, hammer on to a 3 on the 5th string, slide up to 5 and then pick the 5 when you get there, like this. And then play 3 on the 6th string. And then on the end of that, you play the same phrase as the very beginning of the song. And the only variation on this is, instead of doing those last 2 parts of that chorus riff, the second time, instead we just play an extra G note here. I'll just quickly demonstrate that. So I'll play the whole of the chorus. And you might have noticed then actually I played 2 G's on the end. That note's played twice on the second time. And that's it. That's the basic 2 riffs for the song. I've tried to work these out as accurately as possible, so I think this is exactly how they played them. And it's not that obvious when you listen to the riff. There's loads of ways you could play these same notes in other places and in other ways. But I think this is how they did it. And the rest of the song is just very slight variations on that. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe if you haven't already, and please suggest any other riffs you want to see lessons on. Okay, thanks.